my name is Tessa, and basically this is a story time on how my TikTok went viral, and the story time I promised if it went viral.
Hey yo, adoption check.
So I'm sorry the freaking audio is gonna be trash just because I'm driving, but here's the story that y'all wanted, and I haven't had time to film it because I've been busy, so we're gonna film it while I'm driving home. So basically, it all started, this is so weird. I've never like sat down and like filmed this. I've only told people, so this is like different. But we'll start from the beginning. So my mom, we're gonna name them fake names just because like this is gonna be shown to like a lot of people, at least like strangers like that, I don't know. So my mom Jessica and my dad Jacob were never married. They were just dating, not engaged, nothing like that. Like they were just dating. And my mom was on birth control, and they were just doing what normal couples do, doing the dirty. And one day my mom found out she was pregnant with me. And so with that happening, she stopped doing her bad things, drug dealing and drug abusing, and she sobered up because she was like, I have a kid on the way, like I really need to, you know, like grow up. So like 9 months later, she had me on March 26th of 2001, and she gave me the beautiful name of Teresita, named after someone important in my family. So basically I then lived with my mom for that like period of time, but after about 3 months, I believe, my dad says it was like 1 month, but I think it's 3. But basically my mom was clearly not suited to be a mother at the time. I was told that I was like taken to parties, and by the way, she was 18, so that just kind of gives you like an even bigger idea of like what she was like. So she took me to parties all the time, and I was just like an unattended like baby, and so clearly not being a good mother. So my grandparents on her side decided to do a custody battle over me because they're like, this baby's like really important to our family, like you know, we're not just gonna let it die, we're just not gonna let her, you know, go into the foster care system. So they had a custody battle, and my dad signed the papers like that because he was like, I'm not ready to be a dad, like I already had 2 other ones, maybe 3, and that's the T. And so he signed those rights away too. And so then my mom finally gave in, and she was like, yeah, maybe like I'm not fit to be a mom right now. And then ever since then, I was living with my grandparents. Now, I don't think there's an exact age where I knew, oh my gosh, like I'm adopted. It was more of like I just grew up knowing that these were my grandparents, but I was so young at an age that I couldn't comprehend that they were my grandparents, so I just grew up calling them my parents. And with that came some questionable things when I knew Jessica was my mom, but growing up with my grandparents, they became my parents just because I grew up with them since I was 3 months old. And so I just always grew up with them like those are my parents, like, you know, just because this is what irritates me. Some people were commenting on the video, they're not your parents, they're still your grandparents, and that really frustrated me because personally, just because you're blood related doesn't mean your family necessarily, because there's some people in my life, like not even at my dad, okay, me and my dad are kind of on better terms right now, but towards my biological grandpa, he's not my grandpa. Like, I've met him twice. I do not associate him as a family member. I don't care. He's done some really things to my family, and that's why I just don't associate him as a family member. And so yeah. So basically, when they were saying that, I was like, you can't tell me who is and who isn't my parents, because I dictate that, because I am my own person and I decide who is my family and not you. And that's just a little PSA. But no, technically they did go through the court system, so it's not an adoption, it's a legal guardianship. So my mom still is my mom, my dad still is my dad, but for legal cases they couldn't take me because I don't belong to them legally. I don't know. That's kind of confusing. But anyways, so I grew up with my grandparents, and it was like a huge age gap because my mom had me at 18 and my grandparents are right now, they're like 50 something, right? And so that's like a huge generation gap of like, because parents I know growing up are like super chill, then there's some super strict ones. But with my grandparents, it was always like a different dynamic just because they had older views and like older ways of thinking, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like more traditional. And so it was kind of difficult trying to explain certain situations to them. But as I grew up, I realized like it wasn't that bad. Like I could be in a lot worse of a situation. I could be in foster care. I could be adopted by a family that I don't like at all. I could be homeless. And I've always been thankful that they've adopted me and taken me in. I'm very grateful for my grandparents. But like I said, there were some like issues, as in I went to a very, very predominantly white Christian school. And my mom is half Filipino, half white, and my dad is full Mexican. So I'm like a little mixed baby, but I got all of the white. So going to a predominantly white school, I was always told, oh, like you're just white. You're just white. And I just kind of took it because like, yeah, like I'm just white. But then growing up, I realized, hey, I'm not just white. Like I'm Mexican and I'm Filipino. Like I have culture. Like I enjoy these cultures. Like don't belittle me. But it was so weird to be different there because, like I said, it was a predominantly white Christian school. And like as I grew older, all the mixed kids started to leave, and it just became a even more predominantly white school. And I didn't really like that, and I also didn't like the whole thing of like being forced to go to church one time every week. And it just felt like religion was extremely forced upon me, and I feel like a religion should be like a relationship between you and God and not a forced relationship. Like I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I asked my parents, I was like, well, my grandparents, I was like, hey, can I leave? Can I go to a public school? And it took a lot of convincing, but they finally said yes. But growing up in a very privileged school, you guys do a lot of things like field trips, stuff with your family, and in elementary we do this thing called Donuts with Dad and Muffins with Mom, and it was like 2 days dedicated to like spending mornings with your parents. So it was kind of near the end of school because like Mother's and Father's Day was towards like the end of the year, or like end of the school year. But basically you'd bring your mother to school and you'd have like hot chocolate and muffins with your mom and donuts with your dad, and it was just this cute little bonding time before school started. It was always before school, but like I said, I didn't have my biological parents. I just had my grandparents, and my grandparents worked all the time, so they could never come to these events with me, and that was kind of heartbreaking, just because, you know, like not being able to share that like intimate moment with your family while you get to see all these other families and children doing this like with their kids and bonding and stuff, and you just feel left out. So that was really hard growing up with. And then when people would see my grandparents come to events and stuff, they'd be like, where's your parents? And I was like, well, my mom's in jail and my daddy doesn't like me. And that's kind of hard for elementary schoolers to understand and comprehend, because many kids like that really aren't faced with that. At least, I'm not going to say like in general, but at my school, a lot of kids weren't faced with that because, like I said, it was a private school, which means you had to pay lots of money to be there. And, you know, most of these parents made 6 figures. Okay, I'm kidding. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, they had money. If you have money to send your kid from 1st grade all the way through 12th grade to the school, like, you make a good amount of money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah. So they've never gone through like not having a mother, not having this, because everything is handed to them. And I hate to say that because there's some of my friends that aren't like this. Not all of them are like this, but there's a couple. There's definitely a couple. And I just like couldn't be around that environment anymore, and it was just really toxic. So yeah, so let's get into why my mom has been in and out of jail, prison, that good stuff, that good tea. So basically, she, like I said, was a drug dealer with my dad, and you know, drugs are addicting, and that's the point. Like, they are supposed to be addicting because your body wants that quick fix, I guess you could say, that like temporary happiness, and that's what she was seeking. And I'm not gonna go into why, just because it's a very personal family thing that like happened to her, but it's just really freaking addicting. And I don't blame her for just being stuck, because that's what it is. Like, she's just been stuck trying to be happy, trying to feel good in life when she has to deal with every single day. And that's just a quick way for like that temporary pleasure. And I don't blame her for being addicted. And plus, like, if you see how much people who deal drugs make, like, it's quick money and it's fast and it's like convenient. It's better than like a 9 to 5, like it. And so that's why I get it. Like, it's so addicting. Like, if you could make money that fast, you'd probably do anything for it. But like I said, it's just not a good way of doing that. So yeah, she's been in and out all the time, and you know, that's just something I have to live with, because there's times where it's like, oh, I planned with my mom tomorrow, but oh, she got locked up, da da da. And no, she's not still dealing. It's more of like, I don't know how to explain this. She gets in trouble and because she hangs around the wrong people at the wrong times. Like, yeah, she'll still do like weed and stuff, but that's legal here. But like, she can't sell it just because like she's not a dispensary. She can't do stuff like that. And then like one of her most recent like 10-day kind of things, she got in trouble for she was in a car, and like I think she was speeding or something with her friend, and they pulled them both over, and like none of the jails wanted them. Like, the jails like in our cities, like none of them, they were like, dude, we're full, like there's no reason for us to like take her in, like this is so stupid, like what's the point of this? And so yeah, I don't know guys, it's just like a really weird situation. And yeah, my dad, like I said, he has I have two older half siblings, and then a potential third one, but like that was just a rumor, but we still don't know. Like, we never got a DNA test. And then there's also 2 younger half siblings that I have as well. My dad got remarried. I kind of have like beef with my dad right now, but I really want to overcome it, just because like that's family, and like you don't know when you're gonna lose that family. That's kind of a way to explain it, but yeah, it's just kind of stressful. I would say like it has made my life growing up a little harder, just because I've had like these expectations, like, oh, I want my mom to see me at prom, but dang it, she got locked up again. Like, there's that kind of thing. Like, you know, you always want to see your daughter like in those very special moments that only happen once, and my mom's missed out on those because of her mistakes. But like I said, I can't blame her for that. It's truly addicting, and it's truly a problem in today's world, and it's something we need to fix. And like, yes, she's been to rehab, yes, she's done treatments and stuff like that, but like, it's just truly so addicting. And if it's all you know, it is so hard to get out of that loop. And yes, we are trying to help her, but you know, she's an adult and she can make her own decisions at this point, and I'm just her 18-year-old daughter. What can I do? Like, yes, I have these conversations with her, yes, I will scream at her and be like, dude, what are you doing? Like I don't know. Yeah, but to explain the whole family tree thing, so Jessica and Jacob had me, and my grandparents on Jessica's side adopted me, making me technically her sister, and then the siblings that I did grow up with, like her siblings, so we'll call him Daniel. So I grew up with this brother named Daniel, and basically since we grew up together, he was more of a brother to me than an uncle. So that's why we have this term called brunkle, my brother uncle. And then my mom, I honestly don't feel like she's my mom. She's like my sister, but I wish she was my mom. Does that make sense? Like, she'll always be a sister figure more than a mother figure, and I wish she could be that mother figure for me, but she's just never gonna be that mother figure. Like, I call her mom, but like, I don't know, it just feels weird to call her like by her real name. I'd be like, Jessica. Like, no, that's kind of weird. But like, we will cuss at each other. Like, we just have like that little relationship, like, hey, like, and she's like, what's up? Like, it's just really funny. But yeah, that was my story time. I'm gonna go read some letters now and show you some letters because some of you guys might not believe me. Yeah. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, it's the next day because I don't know how to film or edit anything. I'm just kidding. I just got lazy, and yeah, I just sprayed my face, like set it, so that's why it looks like wet. Sorry. So I promised I would read and like show you guys like a couple things that my mom has sent me over the course of my lifetime of her being in prison. And so I have like a fat stack. There's some little confetti things in here. Okay, yeah. So here's a Valentine's Day card. She really sucks at drawing, but she'll have like her friends draw for her. And it says, Tessa Rose, aka Princess, I love you. Break a leg at that cheer competition, and remember, potatoes and french fries, because it's not always rainbows and butterflies. That's this one. I have a Christmas card with Hello Kitty on it. I went through like a really big Hello Kitty phase when I was like in middle school. So yeah, let's see. Hello Princess, wishing you a most Merry Christmas. Enjoy the time off from school and remember what a Christmas is truly about. The birth of our Savior. Always, Mama. September 13th, 2014. Hello, Puppet, in my best British accent. Well, I've made it back to prison to finish out the next 18 months. I'm doing rather well because I'm in a 2-woman cell rather than an 8-woman. Less personalities and hormones to deal with. Plus, my bunkie is gone at work all day from breakfast to bedtime because she's a worker. My cell door is unlocked and open all day. It's actually a really good setup. She's very young too, like 19 with braces, glasses, and a bright green safety vest because she can't hear. But she's really pretty, kind, and mellow. God definitely blessed me in this area. Anyways, I just wanted to write you and let you know I've changed locations. I do hope you received my last letter I wrote about the beach. I plan to write you more letters about intimate times we've shared when you were younger, because I'm not sure if you remember some of them. I guess I'll start doing that as things pop into my mind, but for now, I just wanted to say hello and tell you how much I simply adore and love you. You will be happy to know that I recently finished the entire Old Testament, and I'm working through the book of Matthew now. I'm going to be done with the entire Bible front and back very soon. Then you know what I'm going to do? Read it again, then again, then again. I'm keep reading, dang, her grammar. I'm going to keep reading his words so he will help me get it right. I'm going to get a Bible scholar by the time I get out. Oh, so trip out. I seen a commercial for that college you mentioned a while back, Grand Canyon University. It looks like a good campus and one of those school colors is purple. The commercial, I had the motto, find your purpose. I like it. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. Love you, Mom. I don't want to go to GCU anymore. That was when I was at my private school. Oh yeah, like, I'm just gonna cover the addresses. Oh, there you go. I'm covering the addresses, guys, but it's Snow White. More roses, but they're blue because I like blue roses. This one's my birthday card. I don't know what year this is, though. Happy birthday, Tessa Rose. Princess, congrats on your first place in Portland. Super excited. I know you'll do awesome in LA. And have fun at Disneyland. We will always share the first time you ever went with me. When I get home, there's somewhere I want to take you in Jensen, Utah. It's called Dinosaur National Monument. They've got dinosaur bones still in the rock in their natural settings. I promise you it won't be too rock in their natural setting. I promise you it won't be too long before I'm home. There's a breakdown of my time in Grandma's letter. It doesn't give an exact date, but a good estimation. So happy birthday, Princess. I love you too much. Oh, yeah, that one. A sparkly cupcake. I love you too much, princess. I'll be there to party down with you next year. Happy birthday with all my hugs and kisses, Mom. So as you can see, she's missed a lot of my birthdays. And yes, that did affect me because, you know, kind of nice having your mom at your birthday parties, but, you know. She sent me some song recommendations, which I think is really funny because I actually listen to these bands, except for Nickelback. Let's see, Smashing Pumpkins, yes, Blink-182, Linkin Park, Good Charlotte, Radiohead, John Legend, Flaming Lips, Cranberries, and it's just so funny. Tom Petty, I don't know how to say this band, Incubus, I don't know, but I like them. Destiny's Child, but yeah, that's just like a list of songs she sent me. Now I'm gonna read this. So this is a letter that I found, written from my dad to my mom while he was in prison. Like I said, they were never married. So this was February 12th of 2000. So this was a year and a month before I was born. So, what's up, mija? Well, I'm tripping on the outcome of the... I go to court Tuesday. I guess I'll find out there. Well, I hope you still love me, because without a doubt, I truly and solely love you. With every... Dude, his handwriting sucks. With every something of my soul. I don't know what that is. I will die for you. Your voice made me cry the other day. It felt good to cry. When I see you again, I know I will be crying for a while. Something is so much I need to let out. So much pain and guilt, but that might be not for a while. For I hope and pray you will wait. I have dreams about you all the time. Well, gotta go. And then 3 days later, he said, well, baby, I got selected today. They gave me 90 days, but I should be out in 45 days, soon as I get a job in the kitchen so I can gain weight and work out for a month and, I don't know, and get back to the way I used to be. Then you will really tell the difference in my looks, and I should look bigger and stronger than his handwriting sucks for you, as can pump me around town. I hope you can wait 1 month and 15 days for me, my love. I hope you write every day, because I will soon as I get my envelope. That's why I have so I hope you love me as much as you say. All I ever need is letters and a lot of mental support, so I hope you can give me what I need while I'm in here so I don't stress. Something, baby, with I got out. I'm going to blow your mind. Just wait, baby. You're my life. I don't want to say that word. Oh, honey. Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to support you physically, mentally, and financially. Just wait, babe. I promise you I'm going to change for the better, and I'm not gonna stress. Love you, baby. And then this one says, hope you can read my slop. And this is the next day. Hey, baby. Well, I was very happy when I got you unlimited card, but I got good news. I said I would be out by the middle of March 25th. That's the day before I was born, a year ago, which I think is literally crazy. Like, a year before I was born, my dad was in prison writing this. Anyways, more days, because I got a job in the jail, so I hope you can wait for me, my life. I try to call, but the phone never rings into something. So I hope you plan on coming for me, my love. I will coming home for me, my love. I will write every day now till I run out of money and envelopes. That will be soon. Then, but I kind of get the envelopes and I'll write you, baby. Also, I know it's hard, but I got contact visits and I can't see you, but I need is letter, baby. Fill out envelopes and look. I don't even know, but this is the funny part. It says, P.S. I've decided since you are the downest old lady I've ever had and hope my last that your name is going on my neck over my ex's as soon as I get out. Love, Flocka. Y'all, it's so, I don't know, guys. I just think it's really funny. Flocka, and I'm gonna get my name tattooed over your exes. Like, that's such a freaking California gangster thing to do, like, when that was, like, their age. Like, my mom's talked to me about it. Like, no one's trying to come for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was honestly so funny to me. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, or if you want me to do a video with my mom and be like, ask her questions and we can do that, go ahead. But it might not come in a while because I never see my mom. Like, if I were to call her right now, but I'm filming on my phone, like, she probably wouldn't answer. Anyways, bye guys. See you in the next one.